Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Mike here with CryptoTaxed. In today's video, we're going to do a little technical analysis of Bitcoin and some of your major players, along with just looking at the market in general. But before we begin, let's go over that quick disclaimer. Any information provided in videos or accompanying material is for informational purposes only. It should not be considered legal or financial advice. You should consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Now let's go ahead and hop in and take a look at Bitcoin. And so as you can see, like in all the previous videos, we're just going flat. We really ain't doing anything drastic. We're still above our support level that we drew up last time. So last time this was blue, I went ahead and turned it green just because I think this is a good support level. I don't really see it breaking down below this right now. It's came down and beat its head against the support, and it's always stayed above. It just hasn't broke this resistance yet. And one interesting thing is, ever since this bear market began, you're talking like 70% down. Then we came down here, we did like 30%. Then we came down here and did like 15, 10, 5. So what you're seeing is the percent down over the previous high is a lot smaller, to where right now we're kind of flatlining, which is great. Consolidation is starting to get to where the volume is getting ready to get there to where we should be able to push out of this resistance right here. Now, just looking at the candlesticks for those who are looking at getting into the market and doing some trading, right now we're in more of a bearish pattern. But again, it's, when I say bearish pattern, I mean maybe kind of like, let me just scoot this over here so you can see it. Maybe kind of like this, so at the high end we were 60, we'll just call that 6,700, and at the low end we're down here at like 65. So you're talking about like a $200 difference. So again, we're like 67, so maybe we'll get down here to 65, but we're not doing a lot of movement at all. It's just really horizontal, which is okay, which is just fine. Hopefully in the next, let's see, October 16th, so in the next week we should see this resistance. Whether we break out of this resistance or not is going to determine what we do in Bitcoin. If we break out of this resistance, then we might go ahead and start this rally. What we want to do is break through here, get about to 6,800, and I'll just draw it up. So we're probably going to come down a little bit. Hopefully we break through, come up here to about 6,800, come find support at 6,800, and then start building a rally. So I'm sorry for my ugly drawing again. I'm not an artist, but hopefully we see something kind of like that. We break through 6,800, come test, and we start stair-stepping and building the market. While we're here, let's just go ahead and check out that hourly, because I know people traded on hourly. So let's just go ahead and check it out. So right there you can see we got a huge red candlestick. So if you're an hourly trader, beware. This pattern right here is called an engulfing bear, which is an engulfing bear candlestick, which is a very bearish sign. So this is probably not going to be your bottom. Your bottom is going to be probably down here somewhere. Just as much as, let me scoot over here so I can show you. This candlestick pattern here is an engulfing bull. So that's when your candlestick is actually, the body is bigger and engulfs it, and typically that shows a sign of a bullish pattern. And these little dojis are a sign of indecision. So as you can see, we go down. This right here, just if you're ever trading hourly, just want to make you aware, if you ever see a doji or this little candlestick where the body is just flat horizontal with long wicks like this at the top of a rally, or where you're going sideways, beware of those, because those typically mean a bearish indicator. So something bearish is going to happen, which is kind of what you saw here. Same thing with this candlestick, which is a tombstone. You see a tombstone right here. All those are bearish indicators. So just beware, just something that whenever I'm looking at graphs, I kind of look for, and I'll pass along whenever we get to those, whenever we go in here and want to really analyze it. But with that, I just want to kind of show you what we're doing right now on the hourly chart. So it wouldn't surprise me if we kind of come down here a little more and then go back up toward the resistance. So another one is this here. If you've never used this graph, this is a really interesting graph to use. It's the Hakanashi candlesticks, and I'll zoom in. And so basically what this chart does is it switches everything to bullish bearish. So what you're looking at here is when you start seeing the color change. So you're at the peak and it starts going red. Typically that means a bearish market's coming. Get down here and we get a green candlestick. Typically that means something bullish is about to occur, so we're going up. We hit red, so right now we're still in that bearish pattern, and you can just follow it back and you can see that that's holds true. So if you ever decide to use Trading View, let's go in there, this little icon, and it's this one right here, the Hakanashi candlesticks, and it's a good one to use. I mean, it's not the fortune teller, so to say, but it's a good indicator. So when you're on a big rally and you start seeing a red candlestick pop in, yeah, I would take a bet of bearish patterns coming. If you're in a bearish pattern and you see a green candlestick come in, typically that means you might go on a little rally of some sort. So anyway, just want to show that to you guys. Sorry, wrong one. I'm going to go back here to the candlesticks, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the day. So, but right now, again, like all the previous videos, we are just flat as can be, which is honestly, when you're in a bear market, not a bad thing to be. So let's go ahead and look at some other ones. Let's go ahead and look at Ripple. All right, so here's Ripple, and here's that few days where we just spiked. I mean, Ripple shot up. I think it was close to like 100% value, and ever since then we have came down, and we are just kind of actually in a bear market. Bear market. If you trade in Ripple, this is just my take on it. Again, I'm not a financial expert, advisor. It's just, like two people in a bar just trading advice with each other. I'd be a little leery of being in Ripple right now. I think it's still got room to come down and be in this bearish market, just because you have a bunch of indicators with these dojis that are showing indecision in the market, and all these indicators show that it is in more of a bearish type deal. So let's go ahead and just plot some stuff off for you. If we're in this channel, so we'll say the channel started roughly right here, and we're going on this channel about like that. As you can see, this is kind of the angle I would expect it to go on. Now, do I think it's going to go all the way down to the bottom? Probably not. We're probably going to get to some support level, which the next ones should be somewhere around here, which we're getting close to, which is 44 cents. If it goes through 44 cents, and let me just go ahead and put another one on here just so you can see what I'm talking about. We topped out right there, 44 cents. So roughly like that. If we break through that, the next level is going to be down here. So if we get through that, we're talking 31 cents. So if you're invested in Ripple, hopefully you hit this big high, you're still up. Now might be a time to take profit on it, because right now the indicators don't look good. Let me go ahead and switch to that Hakanashi chart that I was telling you about, and as you can see, we were on a little rally, we switched red, we haven't looked back since. So just be aware, Ripple might be one I kind of hold off on right now. Let's go ahead and check out Ethereum. So here's Ethereum. So we did a video and we were talking about how this was our level of resistance, and Ethereum actually broke out of that level of resistance. And what we have right now is a new level of support, which is right here. And we came down, tested it, and we've been trading flat. Which, again, it's consolidation. It's not a bad thing at all. So right now, just kind of hold tight with Ripple. I'm sorry, not Ripple, but Ethereum. So again, it's kind of going flat. It's kind of like Bitcoin. It's just waiting for the volume for the investors to come in. It's not losing anything. It's not losing value. It's just holding tight. So we could probably stay in this pattern for a little bit longer before we actually start seeing a breakout, because right now we're still seeing a higher low from the low, another higher low, and another higher low. And if it stops here and actually comes back up, then actually this is another higher low. What we need to start seeing is these higher highs. We had two here, but it broke trend. So right now we don't have that trend. So just hold tight on this one. If anything, it's going to go horizontal. Investment wise, it might not be a bad time, just because I don't see it coming down here and coming back through 200. Not right now. Again, this is if bad news happens or something, then that could change everything. But as of right now, if everything just stays stable, it should maintain its value. Litecoin, on the other hand, let's go ahead and flip over to it. I'm a little more excited about it. It's again, it's flat like the other ones, but as you can see here, from August, we have been testing this level of support constantly. But now we're starting to rise. Now it's a slow rise. It's not, exponential, parabolic moonshot, but it is a rise. It is a different trend. And so, we're going to hold off on judgment on it, but it's a good sign that it's consolidating, and we're getting close to that resistance level from its all-time highs, as you can see up here. We haven't even come close to these resistant levels yet, so it's still got plenty of time for it to come across, because it doesn't actually cross the support, and the resistance doesn't cross until about mid-November, so we still have some time it can consolidate, and that's perfectly fine. In a perfect world, what we would see is right now it's kind of more bearish looking than it is bullish looking. So it wouldn't surprise me if we kind of come down just a little bit more and then come up and then come down a little more, and then we're going to test it somewhere in early November. So there you go, kind of like what I just drew right there. If you come down, come up, come down, around November would be the time frame I expect us to, test this resistance level, see if we can break out of it. It's just real flat right now, and a lot of that's going to coincide with BACT. When BACT comes out, that's going to be a game changer in some of these markets. So just be aware. And BACT comes out in November. So be prepared for early November, very late October, somewhere around this date. We're going to see a lot of movement. Just be prepared for it. The last one is my wild card. And this is, again, I'm not recommending it over anything. It's just one that I personally invest in that I do like. But it, again, not a recommendation. It's Genesis Vision, GVT. This is one I want to really show you. This is what I would love to see in the markets. So when we've been in this bearish market, just like Bitcoin, everything else is identical. Everything's going down this bearish market. So as you can see, these trends come down. Boom, boom, boom. Here's another one. New lower lows, new lower highs, and they form a pattern where it's like a descending wedge, a descending triangle. And as you can see, right where we hit the resistance level and broke out, we are on a bullish run in this market now. And I went ahead and put the bars on there. It might be a little early, but I just want to show you this is the channel we're in. What I would expect is GVT to start trading in this channel, anywhere in this channel. So if you want like a future predictor, so to say like November, by November I expect it to be at anywhere from $11.57, which is a little lower now, but with a potential of being up near $19. Just as much as December, I would expect the low to be about $14.50, with a potential high being $24.61. But right now, GVT's on a really good run, and the best part about it is it's not parabolic. So we started roughly August 14th on this run, and it's a very gradual growth. So when Bitcoin, when Litecoin, when Ethereum, when they break out, when they start going on their bull runs or their rallies, this is what I want to see. This is a healthy growth. A new higher high, higher high, higher high, another higher high, another higher high. Then you get here higher low, higher low, higher low, another higher low. And it's not parabolic. It's not just boom to the moon. It's a slow, gradual growth. So when this started, we're talking $4. So if you'd have been in Genesis Vision here in August, you're at $4. You're sitting at $12.24 now. That's a very nice steady growth. So anyway, again, that's not my recommendation for this one. It's just one I personally am invested in, and one that I keep an eye on regularly. But it shows a really good pattern for us, a bear market, bull market, and it illustrates it just about beautifully. So this, when we go back to, let's just go back to Bitcoin. This is kind of some things I look at. So here's the pattern. It's coming down. Same thing here. You can see the channel I made, this triangle. This is a descending triangle. So on the other graph, this would actually be red. This green line would actually be starting right here. So we'd start a channel. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that build, and we're not quite there. We're still consolidating, but we're looking better. And we just need to start setting more higher highs, and it'd be safe to say we're in a bullish channel. So just be aware. That's what I'm looking for. Everything's just horizontal right now. But I saw that today when I was looking at GVT, and I thought that would be a perfect picture to show people kind of what I'm looking for with Bitcoin and stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and look at the market. And if you're new to the channel, one thing I try to do is bring you different tools as far as looking at the market. Most people use CoinMarketCap. Nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. I'm not supported by any of these people. I'm not affiliated or anything with them. It's just me trying to bring you alternatives. So if you look at any of our previous videos, you'll see that we use different things: CoinGecko, CoinCodex, Live Coin Watch we've done. So today's video, we're going to do CoinRateCap.com. And as you can see, this one is set up pretty much just like CoinMarketCap, where it lists your top 100, the price they're selling at, market cap, 24-hour volume. Then they give you a % gain or loss for hour, 24-hour, and 7-day, along with the available supply. And the best part about this one is, as you can see, everything flashing, it's showing you in live time whether it's up, down, or just stable. And we'll just kind of scroll down, and as you can see in the market, it's not really up or down. It's really flat. I mean, you do see reds, and they're like 2%, but unless it's like this 15%, I don't really consider it a massive gain or loss in crypto, because if you've been in the crypto world for a long time, 2%, 1% is nothing. Until you get to about 5, that's when you start saying, okay, that's a change, that's a trend difference. So right now, you can see we are just flat as flat can be. Another one on this, and feel free to come in here and look at it, but you got different coins, exchanges. You can search for coins, the total 24-hour volume, along with the market cap, which right now the market cap's actually down. Last video I did was 2 days ago, and we were at 221 billion, so we've actually lost some market cap. It's not the end of the world, but it's not good. We need to see that grow. And we don't want exponential growth. We want steady growth. Steady growth is a healthy market. So, but anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoy this video. It should be a lot shorter, this one, just because there ain't a lot going on right now. I don't want to keep you out, watching my video too late. But if you like the video, please subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified anytime we post a new video, and smash that like button. Since we are a new channel, we're trying to grow and just bring you useful information. Also, if you are new to crypto, we are putting together kind of like a Crypto 101 course, but it's on our YouTube channel, and it's free. We're not charging for that. We actually walk you through how to buy crypto, walk you through exchanges, walk you through wallets. If you've never done it before, it could be intimidating, and people that have done crypto for a while know, hey, when you first got in it, it can be confusing. So we really want to put some information out there for beginners. And again, we're not charging anything for it. I know there's people out there that do, but to me, it's me helping out the community that I love being a part of. So if you like it, check it out. And again, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. With that, happy trading, and we'll talk to you next time.